Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am Juanita Beauty, yours truly. For those who are new, make sure you hit that subscribe and notify to be updated on my latest videos. So today I will be doing this bright and springtime look right here. Bring me a little bit of joy while I'm staying inside and staying safe. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, keep on watching. Starting off by filling in my brows. Today I'm using a random brow pencil in my ABH dip brow in the color dark brown. I've just started filling in my brows with this pencil, and then I'm going to make them a little bit darker with my dip brow, which dries down really nicely, and this also helps for the product to actually stay on my brows longer. Next, using my Louise Base in the color 0 and 5. I'm using 5 to outline my brows and clean them up a little bit, making them look nice and sharp. 5 is actually closer to my skin tone, so that's why I'm using it right up underneath my brow bone. Then with the color 0, which is a white base, I'll lightly place this all over the lid and up towards the brow. Then I'll end up blending these two colors together. You only need to use a little bit. If you put too much on your lid, it actually takes a little bit longer to dry, and you want this to be completely dry before you apply any matte eyeshadows. I also like using the white base just because it helps for my brighter color to show up on my tone a little bit better, and the color payoff is really nice. Taking my Morphe 3503 palette, I'm starting off with this light orange color as my transition shade. I'm just going to use this and work this into the crease and up towards the brow. As you can see, I'm pressing this color and not swiping it. Dabbing and pressing actually causes the color to stick and build, where swiping may cause the shadows to kind of move around too much and eventually fade, and that's not what you want. Now I'm going in with a deeper and darker orange in the crease, and this is just going to help add some depth and dimension to the eye look. From my Morphe JC palette, I'm taking a little bit of this yellow on my brow bone and blending it towards the orange. I like to be a little bit more heavy-handed with this color because I want it to really show up. Back with my Morphe 3503 palette, I'm going in with a darker orange, and yes, I know this is my third orange, but I kept wanting the color to be a little bit darker as I went. And I'm also taking my brush and pulling that orange color out towards my temple, creating a shadow wing. Using my Norvina Volume 3 palette, I'm going into the crease with this really nice bright red color. I'm using actually a smaller brush for this. I don't want the color to get too out of control. I just want to really be able to pack it on. To cut the crease, I'm using a flat shadow brush, and I'm going in with my P. Louise number 5. I'm pressing this right across the lid, and with this brush you want to also make sure that it's really flat so that you can get a nice clean line. Now I'm going in with this gold glitter, which is the centerpiece of the palette, and I'm going to press this where I've just applied my cut crease, and because I want this gold to grip a little bit better, I'm going to spray just a little bit with my all-nighter spray. My Norvina Volume 3 palette, I'm using a lighter gold right on top of that gold I just applied to make it pop just a little bit more. With this darker burgundy color, I'm actually going to place it right on the outer corner of my lid and then sweep it forward so that it kind of merges with those two golds. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the second eye. I'm actually only doing this eye second and not back and forth just because I wanted the P. Louise base to be a little bit more fresh and tacky so that I could grip onto the gold a little bit better. A clean blending brush, I'm just going to go ahead and lightly blend all of these colors together, which are on the outer corner, so that it all looks like it's really nice and cohesive. With this gold liner, I'm going to go right above my cut crease and create this crescent line. Using my Huda Beauty black liner, this is my favorite liner at the moment, I'm going to create my wing line. This liner is really nice because it goes on very smooth, but it's also very black and pigmented. Now I'm just going to pop on a couple of lashes that I found laying around here. If you guys have any suggestions on some bomb lashes I can get online, let me know. And lastly, right underneath my eye, I'm just going to apply a little bit more of that dark burgundy color and kind of smoke out my bottom lash line. Moving on to the face, I'm just going to apply some primer. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. Really, really nice hydrating primer that's good for smoothing out any fine lines, pores, or wrinkles. I'm also going to go in with my Dior Air Flash Foundation. I'm applying a little bit to a sponge and then spreading it evenly all over the face. Moving on to concealer, you guys know I just love my Born This Way concealer. This is in the color Butterscotch. This is definitely my go-to concealer. It's very thick and creamy and you really don't need too much of it. The contour, I'm mixing these two brown shades in the center of my JC palette. I'm just going to blend them right into the hollows of my cheek and slightly on my forehead. To set the face, I have my Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Blonde. I'm just going to tap this under the eyes and under my contour. For a pop of color, I'm using my Sephora Collection Trio palette in the shade Stare. This blush looks really, really light on camera, I know, but it actually shows up really nicely on my skin. And I'm also going to go in with that same palette and use this kind of champagne highlighting color on my cheekbones. For the lips, I'm going in with this nude brown pencil. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in and line my lips, and then over top, I'm going in with my Fenty Gloss. And here's the finished look, beauties. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed doing this look. I'm definitely trying to keep busy while in quarantine, but I hope everybody's staying safe. And as always, peace and love, and I'll see you in my next video.